Hi, so we're standing at the edge of my root garden, and that's one of my barn kitties. Hey kitty! Ah. And this garden here is situated between my greenhouse and my barn, and this garden used to be just my garlic bed, and I used to fill it with garlic. And a couple of years ago I kind of scaled back on that because I wasn't using it all up. I was planting a lot. But this year I expanded on my tonic line, so I have a feeling I'm going to run out, so I'm going to have to expand again in the fall when I plant. But I also a few years ago put in some potatoes. That's kind of why I call it my root garden instead of my garlic bed. And since I don't dig them all up, they come up year after year for me, so I guess it's kind of the gift that keeps on giving, which is nice. I have potatoes every year and I don't have to plant them. So another thing you might want to notice is I do have some mulch on top of the garden from my coop that I cleaned a few weeks ago, and I just pile the litter right on top of my gardens, and I layer it, in between. I put clean straw and then more litter from the coops when I have it, when I clean them out. So this has my neighbor's target practicing. I have 3 rows, and they probably just came up in the last week or so. Let me get over here, maybe see a little better. So they line up with the sticks, and so I don't know. I don't know if I got 100 poking up, but maybe close to that. So, that may be good. We'll see. So I have the garlic on this end, and on this part here, I kind of leave open. I mean, I'll have potatoes that'll be in here for sure, but this is where I plant my annuals and my greens, and then the annual herbs, rosemary, sage, basil, dill, cayenne pepper, and then the greens I think I mentioned. Whatever I think to put in here, and it kind of varies from year to year, whatever it is. So anyway, this is the garden, and one thing I want to point out, so this garden is mulched, it's composted really nice, it's got rich dirt underneath from the fertilized litter. So the herbs that grow around this garden tend to like that soil, a rich fertile soil, and so that can tell you something about the herb, where it likes to grow. And spring is actually a good time to think about that because there's not a lot of going on. You're not distracted by all the flowers and the grasses and the trees and the green, so it's pretty bare, and so you can focus on what's coming up and the soil that it's growing in. So these herbs here will offer nutrition, at least good vitamins and perhaps some minerals, depending on the herb. And I'll tell you, nettle is, I'm not going to show you nettle here today, but nettle is a very nutrient, mineral rich herb, and where it likes to grow is in very, very rich soil, so it loves compost piles. So anyway, so that can tell you a lot of what the herb will offer you. So those herbs hugging real rich soil, gardens, or in gardens, they have that to offer. So I'm going to try to keep track, number the herbs here, so we can, if we're trying to ID them, we can associate the number with what the herb is. But this is herb number 1. I know we've done an herb ID on this during the winter, but not recently. Hopefully enough detail will come through here. I don't want to use the zoom because you know what, I probably will screw it up zooming in and out. So it's hard enough today to make this video with the sun and the wind and the trains and the planes, and the wind is still kind of kicking up a little. Hopefully it won't ruin the video here. So this is herb number 1. Number 2, right next door. It's flowering a little bit, which is kind of hard to see because it flowers so quickly and it seeds quickly, and that's another clue about this herb, is it's a very quick seeder, and that's why it can spread very quickly and you can get some really nice bunches of it. And I will. Here's some more of it. Because it's just starting out right now. This is all pretty early stuff. So that's herb number 2. Okay, here's herb number 3. Little patch. It's kind of all together on the corner here. Herb number 3. Here's herb number 4. This one might be kind of easy because I think we just did this one, so to give you a good clue. Although we didn't get a real good look at the leaves, but it's pretty distinctive, so I think this will be an easy guess. So this is number 4. And then let's see, I know I have a few more. Number 5. Here's number 5. There's herb number 1 with number 5 to the left there. Okay, number 5. Let's see, I think I got a couple more. Here's number 6. I think we just did this one recently too. And then one more. Here's herb number 7. Again, just coming up. So you see the first leaves coming up. But I think all these leaves are distinctive enough that it should be able to help ID. And maybe there's one or two we won't be able to ID today. We'll have to come back out and see more growth on it to be able to ID. So this is one garden, and we have 7 herbs around it, and that's pretty good. We may get a few more poke up, but that's what we have early in April here. So hopefully we will be able to ID these, and if not, I'll come back out and we'll take another look.